And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then on Friday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And looking at the Utah matchup, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. We've got Booker. Anthony Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Richardson, and it's Williams at small forward. And for the Warriors, they've got Victor Wembanyama. Wallace is out there at Lewis. Then it's Thompson, and it's Curry in at the 1. Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Richardson, the kick out to Williams. Davis up top, pass to Booker, lets it go from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Curry against Davis. Curry passes to Thompson. With Puts it up. Nails the baby hook.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Richardson kicks to Drummond. Pass to Booker. Davis setting the pick for Booker. And a miss there on the triple.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
So much force. Easy money for Drummond.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 1. Pass to Curry. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Richardson. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Richardson the pass to Williams. To the paint. Booker, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And Thompson throws it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside Williams. The 3 from Davis. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Curry against Richardson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Pass to Lewis. Takes a 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Defense has to be careful with Lewis at the arc. A guy won't hesitate to fire if given space.
Back to Richardson. Now Williams. Richardson with a screen for Williams. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Nice defense from Wallace.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Thompson from long range. It's Drummond with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 4. Richardson outside. Pass to Davis. They need this. And the Pelicans miss again. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Duran, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. McGinnis comes in for Davis. Jones checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Mike Conley in for Richardson.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now, here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Horford with the screen on Booker. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 9 points. Jones finds Duran. Conley against Ivy. Conley's shot is off.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
McGinnis with the screen on Thompson. A nice shot by Booker.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Golden State.
Matty outside. Back to Thompson. Pass to Horford. The layup missed. Pelicans trail by 6. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Now, here is Battier. Thompson outside. And the Warriors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
1:10 left in the first. Pass to Duran. From outside the arc. And another three for New Orleans.
Well, you have to be ready for Duran to shoot.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Booker. Kept alive. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. So Stan, I'm looking at this Pelicans roster. They've done a great job building through trades, signing kids off the street, and acquiring talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Kevin, that anyone's done a better job of putting together a roster so deep and talented. And as you said, they've done it in so many ways. Draft, trade, undrafted guys. Just a tremendous job.
Really something. Booker with it. Launches it. That one's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Curry. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Wallace. Then it's Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
That free throw good from Holiday.
The first thing that comes up when you think of Drew Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Wallace with a screen for Curry to the inside. Pelicans with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Here's Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Wembanyama, a screen on Conley. He's guarded by Williams. That three off the mark. Pelicans trail by 3. Inside. Outside Conley. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Holiday. Here's Wallace. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
And timeout called by Willie Green. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Drew Holiday. Andre Drummond's checked in for New Orleans. Orleans moving it around. Davis setting the pick for Conley. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
First free throw is good.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And both free throws good for Davis.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Thompson in the post. Richardson covered. The shot by Thompson, no good. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Kings. Williams. Lewis grabs the board. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Conley, the pass to Davis. Drummond working against Wallace. Williams for 3, sinks the triple. Williams has got 7.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Pass to Lewis. Shot clock at 6. The 3 ball from Curry.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Richardson kicks to Drummond. And here is Williams. The 3 from Davis. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Curry. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Williams passes to Conley. Here's Davis. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Changes for Golden State. Al Horford is checked in for Lewis. Adier comes in for Wallace. And Ivy subbed in for Curry. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Duran, he's checked in for Drummond. McGinnis comes in for Davis. Jones checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Booker in for Mike Conley. Richardson against Ivy. And stolen by Richardson. Booker outside. Booker with a three. He is a knockdown shooter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Pass to Duran. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the 3 off target.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Ivy passes to Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And McGinnis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Richardson dishes to Booker. Pass to McGinnis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
George McGinnis, 2 shots.
That's good for McGinnis. And the Warriors making a change here. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Warriors trail by 3. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Man, he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Williams is checked in for the Pelicans.
Pelican sub, number 35, Robert Williams.
Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. He's guarded by Williams. Driving the lane, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
But you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans ahead, leading by just 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Steve Kerr. Coach, what did the team do in that first half defensively?
Just competed. You know, we have a very good defensive team, and our guys are getting after it. I think we've been a lot better defensively than we have offensively, and some of that defense has led to some transition and some open shots.
Something your guys always fall back on. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. It'll be the Wizards out at Capital One Arena against the 76ers. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, damage. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie, I said damage.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Richardson is out there with Booker. Then it's Williams. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Davis at the 4 slot.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Lewis kicks to Curry. Lobbed up there for Thompson, and stolen by Booker. Williams passes to Davis. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson outside. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside, Davis. Williams, that's for 2. Money from the wing. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Curry on the wing, and stolen by Richardson. Here's Davis, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing for him last season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Davis. Warriors trail by 8. Lewis a screen on Richardson. Curry against Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thompson, and the bank shot is good. Thompson's got 13 points.
Not sure that you can be more explosive than Thompson's been here tonight. He's got it in his head that he's going to score every time down the floor.
And Wembanyama finds Curry. Open shot, Thompson, and he gets it to go from the corner. And now just a 4-point New Orleans lead. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manu Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
And he knocks down the first one. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, oh, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you got to hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut back down to 3 on the basket from Thompson.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Booker. Drummond sets the screen for Booker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Wembanyama passes to Curry. Down low, here's Lewis. Pelicans pull it in. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wembanyama against Williams. Pass to Davis. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson with it, now guarded by Booker. Thompson misses.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look, just couldn't find the mark.
Warriors trail by 3. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Drummond. Robert Williams comes in for Davis. Jones checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Conley in for Richardson. Horford with a screen on Williams. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Booker. Battier against Jones. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now an 8-point New Orleans lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Al Horford. And it's Stephen Curry in for Ivy. Wembanyama, a screen on Williams, pulls up. Green for 2 points. He has 5.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Holiday, Duran pulls it in. Pelicans leading by 8. Richardson kicks to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Robert Williams. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Number 28.
The first one falls. New Orleans making a switch here. McGinnis is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Booker will bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. There's a good screen. Again, the miss by Booker.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Battier. Good work defensively by Jones. Pelicans leading by 6. Pass to Richardson.
Golden State foul. Number 28. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Booker. He's got 17. 5 on the clock. Duran with the screen on Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. No good from Booker. Outside Curry. Here's Battier. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it,
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the New Orleans Pelicans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Wembanyama. Curry is out there with Thompson. Then it's Shane Battier. Curry passes to Thompson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Booker with no one around. And another 3 for New Orleans.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Thompson against Booker. Wembanyama, a screen. It's blocked. And they recover it. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Pelicans pull it in. In the corner, it's Richardson. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Drummond working against Wembanyama. Inside, here's Lewis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Fantastic finish by Booker.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
Curry against Richardson. Thompson outside. Over Booker. Off target with the jump hook. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Stolen by Thompson. Curry fires from way outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Williams. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Curry. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. An emphatic LU jam.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Now, here's Richardson for 3. Booker
will play in his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Thompson outside. Ball's knocked loose. Taken away by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Wallace is checked in for the Warriors. And he sinks the second.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Wallace with a screen for Thompson. There's the drive. Wallace kicks to Curry. And stolen by Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Yeah, they are demoralized now, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow getting back on defense.
Wallace the screen. Curry deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lewis a screen on Booker. A deep 3 from Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
There's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 17 points here in the second half.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Drummond sets the screen for Booker. Good work there as it goes. Booker's got 25 points. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Curry from deep three-point land. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Pelicans. Richardson the pass to Davis.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
It's time for next man. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Bust and move. Show us those moves.
The Warriors making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in.
Coming out of the floor for your Warriors, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
At the top of the key, Curry. To the paint. Some nice passing by Golden State. Clock at 4. Thompson for the triple. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Drummond.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Here is Williams. Davis setting the pick for Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Williams. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Wallace is checked in for Richard Lewis. And Williams drops them both. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And a misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Outside Williams. Booker outside. From deep, Richardson. Warriors with the rebound. Wallace has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
At the line for the Warriors, Ben Wallace. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
You have to admire the physical nature of Wallace's game. On both ends, he puts the power in forward.
No luck that time either. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams looking around. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. AD, efficient night offensively. What got you going there?
I got in the gym yesterday and just played some one-on-one. Get back in the rhythm, get some game shots, and it helped me out tonight. That's it. You know, I just try to stay with it. I'm confident in my game, confident in everything that I do, every shot that I take, and tonight it went in.
Yeah, you were rolling, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Chicago Bulls. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And for that game against the Lions, seems like the season's flying by as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league's starting to take shape.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Pascal Siakam. And it's Thurman in at the center position. A nice shot by Havlicek. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Here's Havlicek. Tatum, a screen on Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. That one falls. Havlicek's got his second basket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Brown. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Anthony in the post, pounded by Tatum. Anthony misses. Outside, Brown. Screen by Lively to the middle. And a slam dunk by Lively.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Free throw drops for Lively. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
And he's good on the second. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Anthony with it, and Lively picks him up defensively.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition. Melo takes full advantage.
Outside, Brown. Charity stripe shot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Peyton's shot is good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Havlicek. Here's the three. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. Inside. Oh, deflected. Here's Kirilenko. For 3, Anthony. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Screen by Lively. On the wing, Tatum fires from deep. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Outside Peyton. Pass to Kirilenko. Misses the 3. Heat leading by 6. Outside Tatum. Lively with a screen on Anthony. Here's Tatum. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Anthony. Rebound Miami. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Havlicek. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Bring it up for the Nets. 6-point game. Here's Kirilenko. The 3 ball. Rebound Miami. Mutombo has got 4 rebounds now.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Outside, Brown. And again, no good by Miami.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Tatum passes to Brown. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
A line change here for Miami. And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. Number 1, the Nets.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Rodman, the pass to Caruso. Now here's Lillard. No good on the shot.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Jones from outside. Rodman with a rebound. Miami leading by 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Jones. Here's Thurman. Ball for 3. First shot won't go. And 1:01 left in the first. Here's Caruso. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
The free throw drops for Caruso. Both shots good from the stripe. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Thurman passes to Keenan. Clock at 6. Here's Wall. Basket's good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard against Wall. Lillard passes to Donaldson. And here's Allen. Launches it from deep. Caruso misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He hit it. Great shot. Whoa. The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami out in front, up 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Nets trail by 3. On the court right now. Second quarter for the Nets. They've got Anthony, and it's Noah in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Heat. Allen, the pass to Lillard. Oh, tough shot, Lillard.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Here's Lewis, defended by Lillard, and he makes it. Lewis has gotten his first basket of the night.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Back to Lillard. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Pass to Keenan. Anthony with it. And he dunks it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Lewis. Here's Kirilenko. The 3, he drops it from range. Lewis has got 5 points.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Outside, Brown. Back to Lillard. Knocks it loose. 5 to shoot. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Here's the pick. This one for 3. Kick out to Brown. Lillard against Payton. Second chance shot. Good D by Payton.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Havlicek passes to Rodman. Here's Mutombo over Siakam, and the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
16 feet out. Anthony with a bucket.
Well, Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And defense is all about will and desire. Here are the NBA leaders in steals so far. On the wing, Payton, defended by Lillard. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Back to Tatum. There's the 3. JT for 3.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Havlicek in his last outing with 12 points. Shot clock at 6. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Thurman. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Here's Payton. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Payton's got 6 points. Heat leading by 8. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound. Kirilenko's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Anthony. 4-3. Drills it from deep. He's got 7.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time for 3.
1:36 left to play in the first half. Tatum inside. And Cooper pulls it down. Nets trail by 5. To the paint. And that one's good. Thurman's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. .103 left in the 2nd period. Back to Caruso. To the inside. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Wall. That shot off. Great D that time from Allen. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Miami Heat. 3-point lead. Pass to Havlicek. The three is up. It's hauled in by Thurman.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Now here's Wall. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Down low. It's not going to go for him. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Heat, hunting for opportunities. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq. Come on.
I don't even think you could beat Ernie.
Hey, easy.
Circling back to our featured game, the Miami Heat find themselves in a pretty even matchup.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Jaylen Brown. He's out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Mutombo in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Outside Tatum. Inside, here's Lively, and a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, how about the pass here from Tatum? Great at involving his teammates.
For 3, Payton's shot is good. Payton's got 9 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Lively. Over Anthony. Brooklyn with the board. Thurman's got 4 rebounds now. Siakam against Brown. For the lead. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Well, with consistency from the three-point line, Siakam becomes very scary to guard.
Now here's Brown. Tightly guarded. Pass to Havlicek. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. 9 points in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Tatum. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Anthony, the pass to Payton. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Miami making a switch here. That one misses. Miami leading by 3. Havlicek passes to Brown. Lillard outside. And the Heat, another 3.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Anthony with it, now guarded by Brown. And the Nets miss again.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Havlicek passes to Rodman. Siakam against Lillard. Pass to Rodman. Here's Havlicek. He's got 9 with the clock winding down. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Cooper's checked in.
Number 21, Michael Cooper.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Kirilenko passes to Anthony. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
Lewis is checked in for Brooklyn. And so he's able to get one of two. The Heat on offense. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Lillard passes to Rodman. Right wing. And there's a pick. This one for three. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it. The 2K leaderboard with some of the hottest players in the league. The top small forward scorers during the last month of play. Second, Carmelo Anthony.
And there's no question he's one of the greatest offensive threats in the league. Always capable of posting huge numbers from the wing.
Well, the biggest number among them being that scoring average. He provides high-octane, high-energy offense at all times. And there's virtually nothing an opponent could do to slow him down. Say your prayers.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by the Nets.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Brown finds Lillard. Kick out to Brown. The floater. Noah grabs the board. Nets trail by 3. Cooper passes to Lewis. To the middle. Here's Noah. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You can't let Noah get in that kind of position. When he does, a chance to do that.
Pass to Donaldson. Over to the left wing. Lillard outside. And again, no good by Miami. And it's Jones with the ball for Brooklyn. Down low. Here's Noah. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Havlicek. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Havlicek's got 12 points in the game. Lewis passes to Jones. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Caruso, he's checked in for Miami. Allen comes in for Brown. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Brooklyn making a switch here. Here's Rodman. Allen outside. Lillard outside. It's stolen by Wall.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Heat have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Allen outside. Caruso outside. Back to Allen. He got a piece of it. Brooklyn has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to Thurman. Over Caruso. Thurman's shot is off.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
They get it back. For 3, here's Lillard. Hits the trifecta. Lillard's got 15.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Lively, he's checked in for Miami. Jason Tatum comes in for Damian Lillard. And the Nets also making a change. Payton's checked in. And Brooklyn with possession here, trailing by 5. Siakam outside. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. And the Heat, another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Siakam for 3, and it's Miami with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Tatum against Siakam. Tatum, good. And now it's a 7-point Miami lead.
You got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
The third quarter comes to a close. Heat out in front. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Once we get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making...
And Coach Spo imploring his guys to be faster and sharper than the other team.
If they do that, they'll be fine. Coach wants to tire the opposition out on defense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Anthony, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3 ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Pass to Payton. Shoots over Brown. And no good, trying to use the glass.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Outside Tatum. Havlicek passes to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. 4 on the clock. Here's Havlicek. The 3-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Payton. Now here's Anthony. Takes a 3. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Anthony with a bucket.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Here's Havlicek. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his 7th assist here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Payton. They set the pick. And he lobs it up to the rim. Blocked. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Anthony.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Payton with the drive. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Outside, Brown. Launches a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thurman's got his 6th rebound on the night. On the wing, Payton from deep. And it's Miami with a rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there. He's caught fire from beyond the arc here, and he's really got it going in the second half.
Now Anthony. Inside, Thurman. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Melo getting to the pick and roll game that time. Tremendous at feeding the screener if there's enough room to get it there.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Miami making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Jones. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Allie, thank you. It's good. Now just a 5-point Heat lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Tatum passes to Lillard. Here's Mutombo. Here's Havlicek. And again, no good by Miami. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And there's the screen. To the paint. Here's Thurman. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Lillard with the ball. And stolen by Anthony. Fast break, Brooklyn. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Lillard passes to Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Anthony outside. And yep, it's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Miami's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Brown, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Havlicek passes to Lillard. And here's Brown for 3. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Heat lead by 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Siakam for 3. Knocks down the triple. Siakam's got 11 points here in the second half.
Oh, huge basket by Siakam, and we've seen this before in the finals.
Outside, Brown. Here's Lively. Soft touch off the glass. Lively's got 5 points in the quarter.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Anthony misses.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Here's Brown. Oh, look at Brown. Bang it inside.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown. Rising to the challenge of the moment.
Here's Anthony. Blocked. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Jason Tatum. He's checked in for Miami.
Jason Tatum.
And Brooklyn with possession here. 4-point game.
Well, sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And stolen by Anthony. 3 on 3. Payton, no good. Miami has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Miami making a switch here. Lively's checked in. Anthony in the post. Tatum's there. Anthony, the pass to Payton to halt the run. Here's Thurman, down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. Payton, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Siakam against Brown. Pass to Tatum. The three is up. They grab their own miss. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 9.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Nice shot by Kirilenko. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Timeout called. Brooklyn. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Not an ideal situation for them. They've got to make a three, then foul, hope for some misses, and make another three.
A three off the inbound. That one doesn't drop. And so Miami takes the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to find their form.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Roy. Downs is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Dumars. And it's Thomas in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, Kersey is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's West in at the shooting guard position. Count it.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hands. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
Roy kicks to Thomas. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
Pass to Dumars. Offline with his three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here's Towns. After Jerry West just got that three to go. Cousins with a screen on Johnson. To the middle, looking to end the run. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And, you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
Here's Porzingis. Thunder with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here's Towns. Here's Thomas. Cousins. Here's Roy. The Thunder with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Floats it up for Cousins. Nowitzki with the steal. Johnson in the corner. And Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Kersey. Nowitzki a screen from downtown. Kersey misses. Thunder trailing by 5. Cousins dishes to Thomas. Johnson with the block. Porzingis passes to Johnson. Kersey with the ball. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
And you gotta run Dirk off the three-point line if you're the defense, especially from those corners.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Hey, let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. He's coming off an excellent season, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 rankings.
Hey, the respect Johnson's teammates have for him is obvious. They trust his decision-making and follow his lead.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. And he's good on the second. So it's the Thunder now. 9-point game. Now here's Roy. He's covered closely. Here's Cousins. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy.
Not a bad job that time defending Cousins, but then you see the move he goes to. He's got a counter for just about any defense that's thrown at him.
Now here's West. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. West has got his second basket of the night.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Outside, Towns. Thomas kicks to Dumars. No good on the triple.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
For 3, Roy connects from 3-point range. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Here's Trapuka. Still scoreless. Pass to Johnson. Nowitzki sets a screen for Johnson.
And Nowitzki knows how to draw fouls. No stranger to that. Excels at making the defense bang him while he's going up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
First free throw is good.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
He hits both from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Ingram attacking. Some solid defense from Butler.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Trapuka. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Van Arsdale. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Ingram. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next.
Find him against Nowitzki. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And they'll keep possession. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to Tripucka. Here's Nevelicki. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Off target from outside. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. White, good.
Such a good passer. I love Westphal making decisions for this team.
Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to the Warriors. To the inside, Nowitzki, time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And 11 points for Nowitzki.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And it's White missing. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Shots good by Butler.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's White, up and in on the layup. White's got 5 now.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
From about 19 feet, again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And so Thomas will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 7. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Watch out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kersey. Then there's Johnson. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 5 to shoot. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. Here's Thomas. Rebound blocked.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Thomas. Outside, Towns. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Towns has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson against Thomas. Fires from deep. Johnson gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
A little surprising to see Johnson take one from deep, but his focus and shot mechanics make it work.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. West is checked in for Portland. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Second, the Thunder.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Now, here's Dumars. Nothing on the board. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the Thunder's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here's West. After the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. To the paint, here's Kersey. Good D by Johnson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kersey, good.
This is where Kersey can really hurt you. I mean, you've got to defend him closely in that mid-range area.
Now, here's Thomas. Latch covering. Latch pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 12. Porzingis finds West. Johnson with it. West, right side. Shoots over Dumars. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Thomas dishes to Daniels. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Johnson with a screen on West. It's good from long range. Dumars got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. For the Trailblazers, Nowitzki's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Butler in for Kersey. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Daniels. Three-pointer, Butler, Thunder with the rebound. Pass to Thomas. Inside, here's Johnson. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one. So Clark, the last couple NBA seasons featuring 14 of the top 15 team offensive ratings in league history.
You know, I think that's testament to the skill level of the players. And certainly you hear some coaches talk about defense being legislated out of the game. It is an entertaining product. That's part of the drive for more offense. But I guess I could agree that there does need to be maybe a touch more balance and not so tilted toward the offense.
Thunder trailing by 7. Dumars the pass to Cousins. It's Thomas on the wing. And here's Dumars outside. And Johnson pulls it down.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Back to Butler. Out to West. Over Towns. West misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Thomas. Towns for 3. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter.
It's a real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Trailblazers leading by 4. Nowitzki right side. Shoots over Cousins, and the shot is good from Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 13 points.
Such a versatile offensive weapon. Nowitzki has tons of places where he can get it in the basket from.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Checking out the stats for Brandon Ingram. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 21 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. and his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
1:41 left now here in the second.
But how about first in terms of three-point shooting, the damage they do from beyond, maybe the biggest offensive weapon in our league.
And last season, everything started with their defense. You mentioned their #1 ranking in steals. The pressure they put on opponents was nonstop. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Tripucka. White covering. A shot by Tripucka. No good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Bynum's checked in. And both free throws good for White.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Ingram passes to White, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Oklahoma City shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Line for the Thunder, JoJo White. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Tripucka. White covering. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Bynum. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Trailblazers lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Take a look at Portland. They haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel like this team needs a culture change.
Now looking at this Oklahoma City game, the Thunder dealing with a thin margin.
Playing for one another.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Thomas is out there with Dumars. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Trailblazers leading by 4. And here's West for 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Thomas. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Dennis Johnson.
Boy, I tell you what, the fight and determination of Isaiah Thomas is contagious, infectious. He's excellent at staying with the play and then finishing through the foul. For a little guy, plays a lot bigger.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6 in the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Thomas kicks to Dumars. Porzingis against Towns. 6 to shoot. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Johnson with the bounce pass. Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Joe Dumars.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Pass to Dumars. West with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Ingram outside. Towns a screen on Kersey. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram. The Thunder with another miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Johnson, the pass to Nowitzki. Down low. Porzingis. The Thunder pull it in. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That's tipped. Kersey with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Over to the left wing. Pass to Porzingis. Over Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nowitzki with the screen on Towns. 4 on the clock. And the shot is good from Johnson.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Thomas against Kersey. Those 3 corners off the mark. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Johnson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Nowitzki. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Blatch. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Blatch has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Thomas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you can't be overly aggressive when you're defending Thomas because he's very good at drawing fouls.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Blazers.
All game long, they've had
active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. And another 3 for Portland.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thunder trailing by 10. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. It's Thomas on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Boy, inside, the defense goes all out trying to stop Thomas, but he stays focused and manages to get around him for the bucket.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Blatch. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Trapuka. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. With the stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And stolen by White for the finish, and White slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Joe Dumars, he's checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Trapuka. Tipped away. Stolen by Thomas. To the middle. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Pass to Westfall. For the tie. Portland grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Van Arsdale. Fires the 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Westfall. Defended by Butler. That one falls. And now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
Paul Westfall is an incredible scorer, especially for his size. That ability to just outwork the defense can be a treat to watch.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Van Arsdale. Pocket 2. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Van Arsdale's got his 2nd bucket of the night. It's Thomas high post. He's got 9. Got a hand on it. Fires away from way outside. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got West. Nowitzki is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kersey, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The kick out to Towns. No good from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Thomas. Bank shot. No good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 6-point game. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Kersey. They get it again. Nowitzki. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Cousins with a screen on Johnson. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Now here's Towns, here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, nice movement from Towns there. Excellent teamwork, and Towns was the catalyst.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now here in the fourth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The first one falls, and the Thunder making a switch here. Kings checked in. And so Nowitzki knows both of them. Thunder trailing by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Towns. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Here's King. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
The deceptive strength and the raw tenacity of King, able to take hits and power right through them.
Trailblazers leading by 9. West outside. Looking to get back on track here. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Cousins. Dumars the pass to Thomas. Johnson with the block. Pass to Kersey. To the inside. Here's Nowitzki, and the layup falls. Nowitzki's got 21.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Thunder trailing by 11. Thomas dishes to Cousins. Outside Dumars. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Boyd's checked in for King.
Number 21, Eric Wood.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Nowitzki sets a screen for West. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
First one falls for him.
And he doesn't just have one of the best nicknames in the NBA. He's got some of the best skills as well. Sleepy Floyd is capable of putting on a show if he catches fire on the floor.
Timeout, Blazers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do. And we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Just 2 to shoot. Last can't hit.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Ingram kicks to Thomas. Drives to the hoop. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that's the baby-faced assassin. Thomas, he'll smile at you, and then he'll cut your legs out from under you.
Playing with the lead, they've been working for more high-percentage shots, and that's a good strategy. You don't want to take bad shots when you've got the lead.
And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Here's West. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Thomas.
Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence. And I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And here is West. There's the triple. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Comes up empty down low. Portland leading by 10. Kersey passes to Johnson. West outside. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I mean, that's what I call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Thomas. Now Ingram. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Now here's Johnson. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist from Dennis Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Portland.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Nowitzki.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
White, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Ingram. Here's Thomas. It's not going to go for him. Johnson with the defensive effort. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Kersey, and Portland again with the bucket. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
Welcome and thank you for spending. This holiday season with 2K Sport. Well, Doris, the past few seasons, we've seen some teams go all in on star power with little to show for it in the end.
BA, thank you for making this point, because we have seen teams mortgage their future in order to just put a collection of stars together, and it is so rare that it works out or turns into a championship. To me, it's always about balancing out your roster. Yes, you need stars to win in the NBA, but you need the right complementary pieces around those stars to come away with a championship.
Now, New York starting five. Derrick Rose is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Mullen in at the 3 spot. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the Ravens head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. And when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Edwards. Doncic finds Edwards. Back to Doncic. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh my goodness, BA, there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, BA. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Good on the second one.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, BA, what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
The free throw drops for Bol. And Bol drops them both. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Parrish. Adebayo with it. Over Bol. Here's Parrish. And the layup is good off the glass.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Rose, the pass to Bol. And it's rejected. Here's Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Antetokounmpo against Doncic. And it's good. 2 points. Antetokounmpo's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here's Adebayo. It's tipped. Beyond the arc. Got a hand on it. Doncic against Antetokounmpo. Edwards, the pass to Willis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Cycling.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the next, Ronnie Cycling. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. To the inside. Here's Edwards. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejections.
Vancouver calls timeout. Right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. The Knicks, second.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Edwards against Rose. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards, the bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Rose, the pass to Bowl. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rose outside. Misses in close. The Ravens have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Doncic. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. This game against Vancouver is the first time they've met this year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Here's Willis. No points yet. Here's Edwards. Kicks it to Doncic. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Now here's Adebayo. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. Tipped! And it's out of bounds to the Ravens as Vancouver retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Six on the shot clock. Charmin. Good D by Rose.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Nash passes to Rose. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen. Here's Charmin, guarded by Rose. Charmin's shot is good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Nash passes to Unseld. And And he buries his first look.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And here is Maxey. There's a screen from the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
So it's Vancouver now. After the basket by New York. Maxey passes to Adebayo, and Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And it's tied up with that one.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Here's Nash. No points so far. 6 to shoot. Here's Maravich. Vancouver with a rebound. Here's Maxey. Plenty of space. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Maxey's got 5 now.
And that's a tough shot to defend when Maxey pops up out of nowhere.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
They set the pick. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Here's Maravich. The rebound by Manning. The Ravens leading. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Maxey. Chambers grabs the miss. Inside. Unsel's shot is good.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
From deep. No good. Misses at the buzzer. We're at the end of 1 and a close game so far. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen so far from the Ravens, what's your take?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And for the Ravens, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. We've got Anthony Edwards, also Tyrese Maxey out there, and it's Willis in at the power forward position. And for the Knicks, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Alperen Şengün out there with Wagner, and it's Maravich in at the 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Ravens trailing. Maxey surveys. Off target from outside. And for New York, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Maravich. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. And the first one at the line is good. and every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Willis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Maxey on the wing. There's a screen. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And a look at the leaderboard. Over the last month, these big men have completely dominated. In the 3rd spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This group of big men go into every game with the mindset that no defense can guard them. And you know what? They're usually right.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Vancouver making a switch here. Doncic checked in.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for New York. They've only given up 2 points this week. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Checked in for New York.
Substitution for the Knicks. Number 54, Malik Ball.
Knicks on D. And here's Doncic outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Sinks it from distance. Mullins got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Monday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Wagner.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
He buries it from 3. 7 points in the game.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Marbury going inside. No luck on that one. Good D by Doncic. Vancouver has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
To the paint. It's intercepted. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Basket counts.
How about the body control from Rose? Took it right at the defender and got it to go.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with some muscle. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Here's Unseld. Driving in. Oh, misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
Adebayo passes to Parrish, and he jams it home with authority.
The versatility of Adebayo is so impressive. There aren't many bigs that can handle the ball and pass at the level he does.
Here's Unseld, pass to Nash. And he's going for the lob! Up high, and down it goes on the lob.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Manning, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Mullen. Here he goes. Got a piece of it. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Here's Nash. Knocks down the long J.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Adebayo. Here's Edwards. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And Derrick Rose, over 80% from the free throw line over his career. He makes you pay for those fouls.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Vancouver.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Now here's Adebayo. Outside Maxey. Three-pointer off the mark.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or to get it to an open teammate.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Here's Kaman. He's scoreless. Pass to Sharman. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points for the game. Outside Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. No good. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. If you were in the locker room of one of these struggling teams, what would you be saying?
I'd be too mad to talk. Shaqzilla gonna keep stomping everyone and breaking us stuff until we start winning.
Well, you know what, Ernie? I might take a little bit more of a diplomatic approach. Just a bit.
Rawr! Shaqzilla needs wins. Rawr!
Thanks for trying to bring some civility to the telecast. Let's switch gears to the Ravens. They're in a tight one after the first half.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs a nap. Somebody's tired of watching Bad D. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Luka Doncic is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Willis in at the 4.
There's really no defense for Luka Doncic. He will manipulate or exploit whatever you try to do in the pick and roll.
And for the Knicks, Derrick Rose is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Mullen in at the 3. From deep three-point land, Vancouver with a rebound. Doncic with it, guarded now by Bull. From down low, here's Adebayo. The Knicks pull it in. Cycle's got his 4th rebound in this one. From 13, unable to get that one.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Edwards on the mark with the 15-footer. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by New York. Parrish, the pass to Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Cycli. Out to the right wing. Doncic against Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Vancouver. Pass to Adebayo. From 11 feet away, he gets it in there. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And over the last month, these point guards have been shooting the rock with confidence. Third is Derrick Rose.
They're just some fantastic shooters on that list. You love point guards who have great touch as well as the patience to wait for good looks.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Down low. Here's Willis. And another shot. And he sinks the layup.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Maravich for the lead. The shot is good. And the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
And so much attention drawn by Rose, he knows how to exploit that to create for his guys.
Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 13 now. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Here's Maravich. Rose outside. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Edwards finds Johnson. They set a pick. 19-footer. And it's New York with a rebound. Rose with it. Now Doncic defending. Count it. Rose has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Derrick Rose knows how to score under duress of a defender, and he does so there.
Johnson a screen on Rose. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Mullen. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. And there it is for him. And it's a 3-point Knick lead.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Edwards. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Here's Maravich. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. The Ravens have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this 3rd. Pass to Willis. Now here's Johnson. Here's Parrish. Lays it up and banks it in. Parrish has got 6.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Both teams making substitutions here. Here's Nash. Maxey covering. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
He's off on the second. The Ravens have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Sharman, no good off the glass. The Knicks with the lead. Maravich, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
To the inside. It's stolen away. Here's Nash. Pass to Maravich. Shakes him, and he lays it up and in. Maravich has got 5 points now this quarter.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
To the paint. Şengün with a steal. Here's Chambers, covered by Johnson. Pass to Maravich. Shot clock at 6. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Adebayo's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. Antetokounmpo's checked in for New York. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Vancouver now. Trailing by 8, Vancouver calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
York making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. .41 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
First free throw is good.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
It's both from the stripe.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Johnson. Releases from the wing and drills it. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. New York leading by 8. And there's the lob.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Here's Sharman. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And so it's the New York Knicks ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy for each other.
And defense is so important to Coach Thibodeau.
He wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. That's just fundamental basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Bam Adebayo, Edwards out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Willis in at the 4.
At the line for the Nets, Manute Bol taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Ravens. 11-point game. Adebayo is screen on Antetokounmpo to the middle. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Doncic.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Up and over Doncic. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Willis. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Vancouver, Kevin Willis, shooting 1.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Rose outside. Here's Saikali. Antetokounmpo outside. Over Doncic. No good from 11 feet. The Ravens trailing. And he lobs it up.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
All right, fans, it's dance can time. Get ready to dance like everyone watching.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Rose right side. Pass to Saikali. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Doncic against Antetokounmpo. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. Saikali with a rebound. Saikali's got 6 rebounds in the game. Rose with the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. Guy gets buckets through contact out there. So tough.
Doncic rejected by Bull. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Bam Adebayo. Of course, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Ravens. Down by 12. Here's Parrish. Bull covering. Pass to Edwards. Over Rose. And again, it's Vancouver missing. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Saikali, guarded by Edwards. Saikali gets the bucket. Saikali's got 4 points this quarter. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. T-shirt time!
little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Doncic finds Edwards. Antetokounmpo against Doncic.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
At the line for the Ravens, Luka Doncic, taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
You often hear the phrase franchise player. When you think about Luka Doncic and the amount he controls the action, the MVP level play, he is the true definition of it.
Good on the second one. New York leading by 13. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Pull a screen on Doncic. Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense knows they've got to stay attached to Luka, so he smartly turns it into a whistle.
At the line for Vancouver, Luka Doncic, 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Doncic hits them both. Knicks leading by 11. Rose, the pass to Bowl. To the middle. It's stolen by Doncic. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Willis. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Down low. And here comes the break. Rose can't connect.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And here's Doncic outside, and he's 6 for 12 after that one.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Rose outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Mullen. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. Rose with it. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. Cycli with a rebound. Cycli's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Rose with the bucket.
Well, absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Vancouver calls timeout.
Put your hands together for your Vancouver Ravens dancers.
Off the inbound. In the paint. Luka.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Rose. Oh, wow! Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14.
Well, that's one of Derrick Rose's specialties, finishing at the rim. Go ahead and flex those muscles, D. Rose.
Edwards looking it over. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Adebayo with a steal. Pass to Edwards. And it's New York with a rebound. Now Rose. Here's Cycli. Here's Mullen. Pounded by Adebayo. It's tipped. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Pass to Cycli. Antetokounmpo with it. Bol, a screen on Doncic. To the inside. That's good from Bol. On the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it. .30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cycli. Bol, a screen on Edwards. Here's Mullen. Cycli passes to Mullen. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Rose. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for New York. Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle. Well, that was clearly a foul.
5th personal foul. 4th team foul.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 10. Good on both. So New York wins it. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
you.